Right now, we need to have a real discussion about Ron Paul and Gary Johnson. Now, recently, the Ron Paul campaign has been completely messed up. It is almost like Ron Paul's emails are not always wrote by him, because they have recently been going back and forth and almost bipolar. Now, Ron Paul hasn't dropped out of the GOP race, but he has recently been giving up and then coming right back and then giving up and then coming right back into the race. This behavior is very confusing and isn't helping the liberty movement at all. With this said, I feel if you are a delegate, then you should put everything you have with the GOP on the line and vote for anyone you want. If you lose your place in the GOP, well, who cares? Because Ron Paul can win, but only if you see that the liberty movement right now can only politically win through Ron Paul. Now, I ain't saying to not run for any political office, but Ron Paul being president does way more for the country than a chairman of the GOP. Or something like that. Something that makes you high up in the GOP does nothing for the country. But having Ron Paul as president, that does everything for the country. Every delegate needs to go to Tampa and vote for Ron Paul. And if Ron Paul loses because some people still wanted their jobs in the GOP, well, then our plan B is Gary Johnson. And you better, if you're in the liberty movement, if you say you are in the liberty movement, you better be behind Gary Johnson. You better have everything you had behind Ron Paul needs to also be behind Gary Johnson. Right now, I endorse both Gary Johnson and Ron Paul. And I would tell everyone who says they're in the liberty movement to do exactly the same. This is Brennan Immel of Lemon Global. Bye.